I really don't like being here. Truth be told, I really don't even like animals. I don't like how they smell. I don't like that I have to watch exactly where I walk. I don't even have clothes to wear when I'm with animals. I don't want animals nuzzling up to me and touching any part of anything that's connected to me. But here I am, out with the sheep today to share another inconvenience of Christmas. And when I think of sheep, I think of Haiti. And I think of the trip I took down there a few years ago, and it was a work project, but my work was not blue collar, it was white collar. I was going to be taking care of the training the pastors, and I thought, well, one way to break the ice would be to ask all of them if they could be any type of an animal, what type of animal would they want to be? And I thought they would come up with like a lion or a dog or an otter or a giraffe or some sort of an animal with a enduring trait or a inspirational quality. But to my chagrin, and to make me realize, see, they don't like what I'm talking about with them either, and to realize how difficult this was going to be, they all said they wish they were a sheep. And I looked at my translator and I hoped it would come through. Evidently he didn't understand either what we were doing, and so I wasn't sure what to do, and so about 5 seconds of awkward silence, I finally just blurted out, "Why do you want to be sheep? Sheep or The translator understood that correctly and translated it with clarity to all the pastors. The truth was inconvenient. At the time of Jesus' birth, there was some inconvenient truths as well. The people had been waiting for 400 years for God to speak, and for centuries for the Messiah to come. And then when the Messiah came, it didn't come to kings, it didn't come to princes, it didn't come to the usual suspect, but the news came first of all to shepherds, the despised, the disgraced, the ostracized. The fact that the news would come first to shepherds was an inconvenient truth for the people of that time. And then the inconvenient truth that this gospel wasn't just going to be for the wealthy, for the intelligent, that the king wasn't just coming for the really religious, but the king was coming to change an entire system. The entire sacrificial system of the Old Testament was going to be done away with, because Jesus Christ was coming as a lamb who was going to be the lamb that would take away the sin of the world. To change a whole way of thinking was an inconvenient truth. But then even the inconvenience of the truth to King Herod, one who was maybe one of the most paranoid people who ever walked this earth, one of the most ruthless people. They wanted to be another king in this earth. He called the King of Kings. It was not going to be welcome news to him. In fact, his advisors knew what an inconvenient truth this would be. And so for maybe a year, they never told Herod about this new king. It was only when the wise men made their way and asked about him because they had seen the star that the advisors finally told him that, yes, Micah said that the king would be born in Bethlehem. The story of Christmas is the story of inconvenient truths. And I wonder where you're at today in your life. Are there some truths about the gospel story that are a little inconvenient for you? Perhaps the idea that when Jesus came and he called his disciples, he said, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." The inconvenient truth that being a follower of Jesus is not just an extracurricular activity. It's not just something we can decide to do once in a while, but it needs to be a lifestyle. It needs to be a commitment. And so I don't know where you're at today, but I would encourage you this Christmas to not be afraid of the sheep, to not be afraid of the lamb. Let the Lamb of God come and nuzzle up to your heart, and let the blood that he shed cover your sin. This is a great truth. May there be no other truth that we adhere to more than this.